Hello everyone, this is Katerina and I'll bring you the energy update for the huge Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, followed by the full moon. And that conjunction is either on the 20th of April or the 21st, depending where you are in the world. And when I tuned in with my guides, I was so surprised because everybody is so hyping up about this event. And then I could see, we achieved something huge and major during the eclipse season. And that for me is a really, really exciting part to share. Some of you who follow me, you know that I've spoken about, we have that collective choice point, where will be the majority of people in those different timelines we had going on. And now, and this is a really exciting part, so many people worldwide have chosen to choose the higher timeline. So now these different timelines from the 5, we are merging it back down to fewer. And that means we have now overall a much brighter future. That means you can reach into a higher timeline more easily, and we are now all with those efforts working on stabilizing a collectively much higher choice point. And those of you who resonate with my material and others in those frequencies, light workers, ascension, people who are definitely going for ascension, grid workers, star seeds, those from the other dimensions as well, our volunteers, all of you who have now come here together in order to bring in that highest energy. I am so grateful to say, hey, we made it. We achieved a huge quantum leap collectively, like beyond measure. I think I haven't fully grasped it yet. And now what this Jupiter in Uranus conjunction is, it's kind of tying that higher timeline in. It's like, yes, that's what we voted for, and now we anchor that in directly. What you can do now in the next couple of days, it's not just on the 20th and 21st, it's also in the next couple of days. It's like a wider portal, so to speak. Whatever you focus on for your highest future timeline, that is like your navigating point. Your true north is literally tuning into my biggest dream, my greatest joy, my highest fulfillment, or whatever you feel your deep soul longing is. If that's, what, I really want to chill. I want to have a lifetime of joy, of lightness, of fun, of co-creation with others that is easy and enjoyable. Then go for it. And that brings me to another point. That's something that is also really exciting, because the whole of Earth, all of humanity, and Gaia herself, Gaia is also really voted, let's go as high as possible, guys, because I want to heal, I want to rejuvenate, I want to really turn myself around again, and I want that flourishing life all around the Earth for everyone, and also have really accessible resources for everybody as well. And with that, the overall choice point was really, let's go high and higher. Ascension, go. That's really the overall information. And I'm so excited to share that. And it was 3:33 in the recording as well. And with that, now on a higher level, the light codes that are coming in are charged with a far more advanced level of ascension, a far more advanced level of DNA reconfiguration, going down almost, I was going to say, back down to Adam and Eve, when that ascension cycle we are going through was created, and now we can rewrite the template on a level, I don't know if it's been thousands of years or even longer where that hasn't been possible. So we are now showered with much higher divine creation codes. We are showered with codes to activate our psychic senses, our higher gifts and skills. And that also includes our soul design and the prana tube. And the soul design, my guides have really been tuning me into that, because they're going to share that in the second part of the Cosmic Christ series, and I will share all these amazing news and updates as well in more depth, because it all ties in becoming a Christ, in becoming an ascended master, in stepping into your higher ascension pathway. So if you feel called to maximize your time now in that window where we can literally, I mean, I feel like we've heard it so often, oh, you can take quantum leaps, but now it's for real, like boing from one level to another. It's like, oh my God, shift the timelines, but that's really visible. And one of those skills and designs are, for instance, time weavers, and that's people who are on various timelines at the same time. We're like, Jesus, I felt so much better earlier on, or I look different, or I feel different, or my life just had a different vibe even today or yesterday. And that's not only because you're cleansing, clearing, purging, and realigning for a higher timeline. There is a distinct number of you who follow me, because I talk about these things as well, who are time weavers. They feel like, wow, today I'm on a medium, or I'm on high, I'm on a lower vibe. My surroundings don't feel quite the same, and I will share about that. And then we have the stabilizers, we have the neutralizers as well. And we have other capacities that were really, really, and are still crucial. My guys are saying they're still very relevant. Okay, thank you, course correction. These are like ascension skills that you have trained in so many other lifetimes. And the really exciting part for the Cosmic Christ series is as well, I'm now able and allowed to take everyone into a much higher level and into a much deeper, profound awakening. That means the awakening of the God seed, the Kundalini flow, that access to divine source energy, access to your own monad, and access to your own creator energy. And with the soul design, I'm also been given codes to help everyone to access your divine intent. So what is the creator's intent with your soul? What is the bigger picture? Who are you? What are your unique, much higher ascension skills, like teleportation, levitation, bending spoons, like altering time and space? They are on a much different level, rather than I'm a healer and I can shift density. They are the, you know, what we know from certain movies or from ancient times, like, oh my God, they were capable of, you know, levitating high stones, precisely putting them somewhere, skills with sounds and stuff. And I'm so excited to guide everyone there, because it feels like there's this array of new skills and abilities that are coming in. And that's also charged in the light codes. So with the work that I'm now allowed to do, working with the prana tube, the 33 vertebrae of the spine, and the 33 is also the Ascended Master code for a reason. And I'm also given a whole new flow of the Kundalini dynamics. And I'm like, oh my God, that hasn't happened in ages. You know, that's a huge game changer. And I have various guides for the activation, like Al Murray and Babaji, who help us with that, different masters. We have the angelics who help us with softening that and helping integrating these higher codes into our physical body. Because sometimes it feels like, and you may be able to relate, where you feel like it's all floating above here. How do I bring it fully in? And how can I help my body that it's written into the cell? And also what my guides are showing me, the higher the frequencies are coming in, it's like a tipping point in your cellular structure. There's a certain frequency level of light, and then it tips into a distinct higher range. You know, it's sometimes when you walk up a mountain, you know, there is this point of, okay, now I'm 75% there. Even if it's raining, I'm not going to go down, because it will take me longer to go down rather than those 25% to get to the top. And that's what we're experiencing now. And we have the forerunners, those of you who are on that higher accelerated ascension pathway, who already feel all of these shifts and changes. And I'm also been given new techniques to help break down density, to facilitate, say, an easier, smoother pathway. So you feel like, oh wow, there is a pathway in the snow. I can follow that. Somebody's already walked there. You know, I know the pathway. I've been there. It's like, hey, this is the pathway I've walked. Follow me. I'll show you the way. And there is also an amplification now with us working in dedicated groups energetically. if people are overall aligned on that energy, it's literally those ascension codes are passed much stronger in groups and then boom, amplified for everyone in the group and then also outside of that group. So say if, just as an example, taking part in the Cosmic Christ series is like, whoa, I'm held in this much higher network for those 3 months, and that propels me forward, and I will be able to impact that for others. And that was 1010, it's that gateway walking through, while this is a joint ascension pathway rather than, oh my God, I got my backpack, I've got my map, and I'm alone in the snow. This is a group hike up to the top of the mountain, and that feels really, really exciting. That divine co-creation, we are receiving codes, and it is also the topic of oneness throughout timelines, and that is really for those of you who are forerunners, who are here on that higher ascension pathway of, hey, I'm going to be one of the first, I make sure I know the way, and then I can lead and guide others around me just by living my example. And some of you are really, really good in explaining things or living it, and other people are inspired. It's like, oh my God, what have you done? How does this feel? And what I always love is when we come together in group, there is so much exchange of one of us is a master of certain things. It's like, oh wow, help me to see those master codes and integrate them. I share my master codes with you. And this is literally how we lift up in a greater way. It's all of us now with this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is, we are now literally, and they show me it's a timeline choice point again. It's like, hey, this is the sunny pathway, you know, you worked hard, you can walk through there. And then there are some cloud patterns. It's also chilled, you know, for those who it's like, oh wow, I don't want to over accelerate my pineal gland. I want to have a bit of chill in between. And with that, there's always possibility to reach that higher frequency. And it is such exciting times. It really is. The eclipse season brought a condensing of timelines. We are now collectively on a much higher. And now the Jupiter-Uranus is like, my guides show me a springboard. It's like, and fly high, you know, spread your wings and fly. It's your time now. And I feel all of us who've been here for so many lifetimes, like, has this really happened now? And it was 1222. And that's also another code, twin flames or people or partnerships that are really mutual, beneficial. They also are on the rise. It's that my guides are just saying all for one and all for love. That is literally the motto for this ascension pathway. And in order to create that focus on the highest timeline, focus on the highest outcome, set the intention, I want to activate the highest gift that are available and in alignment for me now. I connect with my divine intent, and I'm so excited to share that new activation pathway, the higher activation codes for the pineal gland as well. There's a different way how that activates, how that integrates with the overall higher chakras that are the, yeah, I don't know if I would they're expanding your psychic abilities, and not just in what we say, oh, I can read the future or I know what's going to happen. It's that accessing that higher frequency field, accessing these higher divine codes. And I've broken down so many of those patterns in order to show the smoothest way and activating and aligning that within as well. And now let's see what light codes are coming forth for us all to celebrate that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction to, you know, your pathway, a portal into the light. Okay, let's see. And I dedicate this for the highest and greatest good of all. You can connect with your heart chakra. Iwashki isi anaha. Miwa kasa ish kikiki sisinama. Miwi kikiki si ashka kaka sa na maha. Miwi ki isi anaha. Miwashka ka sa na maha. Miwi ki isi inaha. Miwa kaka sa na maha. Miwashka ka sa na ha. Miwashkaka sasa sasa nanamaha. Iwi kiki sisinaha. Miwakaka sa 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 na maha. Miwakaka sa 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 na maha. Miwashkaka sasanaha. Miwi ki si na maha. Miwa kaka sa 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 na maha. Miwi kiki sisinaha. Miwash kaka sasa na maha. Miwi ki isi inaha. Miwa kaka sasa sasana maha. Yuash kaka sasanaha. Yuash kaka sasa sasa sasana maha. Iwi kiki sisinaha. Miwa kaka sasa nanamaha. Iwi ki isi inaha. Miwa shka sasa nanamaha. Niaka sasanaha. Miwi kiki sisi nanamaha. Miwa kaka sasanaha. Niwashki isi na maha. Niwashka isi ana maha. Miwa kaka sasa nanamaha. Miwa kasa namaha. Niash kaka sa 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 nana maha. Asa sa 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 nana maha. Miwi ki isi inaha. Miwi ki isi nana maha. Miwash kaka sasanaha. Miwash kaka sasa 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 na maha. Nyakiki sisinaha. Nyakiki sisina maha. Niwash kaka sasanaha. Miwi ki si na maha. Miwa kaka sasanaha. Miwa kaka sasa na maha. Miwi ki si inaha. Miwash kaka sasa sasa na maha. Miwi ki isi inaha. Miwi ki si namaha. Miwash kaka sasana maha. Miwash kaka sasana maha. Miwi ki isi inaha. Miwi ki si nana maha. Miwi ki si na maha. Mia ki si namaha. Mia ki si namaha. Mia ki si naha. Mia ki si namaha. Yash kaka sasanaha. Yash kaka sasana maha. Miwi ki si inaha. Miwash kaka sasana maha. Aka, 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 aka. Blessed be, so mote be, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. Wow, that was a whole load of codes. I was during, and it's like, Katarina, remember all of this. So in the beginning, the Divine Director stepped in to break our ascension patterns free, to support that receiving of these higher ascension codes, the codes of the Divine Creator and Divine Intent, allowing some of those most densest patterns to fall away. Then Lord Melchizedek stepped in, and that's when you could hear the changes in my voice. And it's like, and in the first part was also a blessing from the Cosmic Council of 12, the ascended beings on a highest level who overlight the entire ascension of the earth, and they send all of us a blessing. So, my God, thanks for prompting me to remind me. It's such high energy. I'm still human, to bring that all in. And then Lord Melchizedek came in to give us also an ascension blessing, opening our channels and also bringing in that wholeness, that oneness into our being, breaking down lower frequencies in order to expand that heart energy into more, and recognizing our team, recognizing other people in our life that are on the same frequency, recognizing our soul family as well. And then Kyan Yin came with a beautiful blessing of the lotus. And the lotus is the first part, then receiving your wings. And the third part was also a blessing for everyone in a sacred partnership, if that's twin flames, soulmates, everyone who dearly loves each other in a romantic relationship. The blessing to really bring those new codes of the divine feminine and the divine masculine codes together. And then at the end were the golden solar light beings who are super excited for where we have come on our journey, and they will share more of their energies with you as well. And may these light codes in this video bring you many blessings, and I so look forward to seeing you on Sunday the 28th of April. Replays are available, and part 1 is available as a replay as well, with all the information, tons of extra material for you to enjoy. And I wish you a most wonderful Jupiter-Uranus conjunctions. Lots of love and bright blessings to you.